Hi everybody, I'm the Varangian Gamer and welcome to my Crusader Kings III Game of Thrones modded run through of the Reynes, the Lords of Castamere. It feels like it's been a while. I recorded a number of videos in advance because I was on holiday last week or the week before, and I'd got all these videos ready to post and upload. The place where we were staying said it had good Wi-Fi, and I really didn't take into account the upload speeds being different to the download speeds. It turns out when I tried to upload a video to YouTube, it just wasn't happening at all, and so I ended up going back off holiday and having a number of videos ready to go, so I used those over the last few days. So it's been a while since I've actually done a recording, so I feel like I'm trying to catch up myself a little bit here. From what I can remember, well, we lost Roger, Roger Reynes, sorry. He had a failed attempt at taking the Westerlands after the Lannisters decided to come calling for their debts, and we said no. Yeah, it didn't go well for him. I think he decided to lick his wounds and take it out on one of his neighbours and took a piece of land there, and then he went out hunting and decided to take it out on a bear, and that didn't go well for him. So here we are as Kevan, and I think at the end of the last episode we have started some manoeuvring a little bit, really. The goal is to still take the Westerlands and become Lord of the West, but we might be doing it in a slightly different way. We'll see how this goes, because if we have a look at perhaps not his relationships. Oh, there we go. Why was I looking way down there? We are now betrothed to Cersei Lannister. So Cersei will not be able... Well, we don't know what's going to happen. Is there going to be a rebellion at some point against the Iron Throne? Now, who's on... Yes. Oh, King Aegon the Unlikely. Okay, so we're a way off, actually, aren't we? Of course we are. This is what a couple of days away does for you. Completely forgotten where we are. So we don't have the Mad King anywhere near being on the Iron Throne. So when does that all happen? Because Cersei's obviously alive. She's 2. He has Prince Duncan. His son Jaehaerys is dead. He's got a daughter. He's got another son. So Duncan is going to... Oh, no, wait. Primary heir. Aerys the Silver Flame. I'm King Aerys. Is that the Mad King? He has children. Prince Rhaegar. Prince Rhaena. Another Prince Jaehaerys. So is this the king that becomes mad? Because it can't be too long. Obviously, if Cersei's alive, we've got Ormond, we've got Stefan, and Rickard. So is Robert Baratheon alive at this point? Well, I mean, we are talking about a timeline that we are no longer in, because we are going to marry Cersei. I presume things can obviously still go a little bit sideways with that. What have we got going on? We can have a tournament and a tour. We could enter seclusion because we've got a plague. The Ballantine sweats. Sounds lovely. It's just a minor. Could be dangerous. It's yeah, kind of close to our capital though. We're not endorsed. We could declare wars. Accolades need successors. We are in line to inherit titles. None of those are Casterly Rock or the Westerlands. Because I'm wondering whether this marriage might get us in there some way. But things are going to happen so differently. Apologies. Let's have a look at the Lannisters. So Lord Titus, he defeated our father. He is only 47 and he feels fine, even though he's melancholic because he's widowed, probably. Poor guy. He has children, Tywin, and that is his primary heir. There's another Kevan. I think he was the squire of my father, wasn't he? But he's also got another son, Tygot, and another son, Gerion. So he's not short of heirs. Obviously, Tywin will inherit as long as he's alive at that time. There's no reason at this moment why he shouldn't be. He's 26, he's fine. And he has two children, Jaime and Cersei. But obviously, and then obviously Jaime would be his heir, unless he goes and does something that stops him inheriting titles. But we don't know whether that will happen. So at this moment in time, all we've done is marry in to the Lannister family, and at this stage it's purely for, well, you had a fight with my father, I'm going to marry your granddaughter. I think we should still look to strengthen our position in the Westerlands by perhaps taking more land where we can. So who can we declare wars against? I imagine the Golden Tooth. Where's the Golden Tooth? Bang next door. Okay. Nope. The Maidens, Sandstones, they are way off in the Narrow Sea. The Ruins, I mean, that's way off in the middle of nowhere, I believe. So Land's Point. Oh, right on this peninsula. Okay. Okay. Do we have any? Well, we have some good. Well, we obviously have alliances now with the Lannisters. Although, will they be called into wars within their realm? Possibly not. To the Fair Isle, that's the little island just off the coast, and of course the Reach, who didn't do a huge amount when we called on them to help us against the Lannisters, but still they are 46,000 men, a very large ally. And what about any truces? We don't have any truces at all, so starting wars won't give us any kind of penalties. I mean, there's obviously a horrible illness, let's say, plague. I don't think I won't go to Land's Point just yet. I do have an isolated county. Don't need more isolated counties, I don't think. Tarich. Obviously, I don't think I can declare wars. No. And not without creating a casus belli. So what can we take here? He has 3,000 men and his ally have 3,400. Roland Reynes claims. Well, it looks. I guess we could take the whole thing, Roland Reyne would get the contested title. Would that make him equal to us and so therefore immediately independent? That's definitely a possibility. So if we just went for some of the lordships of Broad Hollow or the Golden Tooth. Broad Hollow, Golden Tooth. Well, the Broad Hollow's there, and it's full of nastiness. What's our army situation? Not too bad. I wonder about whether to start making some claims on other pieces of land. Septon could fabricate a claim. He's not a very good. He's an alright Septon. Let's go for the crag. How long is that going to take? 18 months, and we will need obviously some gold at the end of it. Gold's not a problem. Prestige isn't too much of a problem. And what about our realm? Well, we're building some hunters' lodges. There's plenty of things that we can build. I mean, I'm tempted to go with some things that will help us with plague resistance, seeing as we've got one on our doorstep. I know it's going to be 3 years before that is built, but it's good for future planning. Looking after our subjects can't be a bad thing. So we'll start that. We'll get a little bit of tax as well from it, a bit more tax income. We'll unpause. Don't think there's a lot going to happen over the next few months. Obviously, we could potentially have a tournament or a tour. We're 39, we're feeling fine. 39, feeling fine. The Travelling Bard. Jaynard, an itinerant bard popular with the common folk, has arrived at my court. A local landowner encouraged him to seek me out so that he might perform for myself and my household. Prior to the performance, he came to me to ask what sort of music would be most pleasing to my ears. A simple, pious ballad? We'd gain piety and lose stress in different amounts. Perhaps a ballad about me. We'd gain prestige and lose stress. Sing of the valour of House Reyne. I'm not too sure we've been too valorous. Valorous? Take your music elsewhere, Vagrant. No, we'll listen to his music. Are we a pious man, impatient, wrathful and ambitious? Perhaps a ballad about me. Jaynard's performance went over swimmingly, with not a single member of my household left unimpressed. Beyond the specific ballad I requested, Jaynard played many more gorgeous tunes, much to everyone's delight. A splendid evening indeed. Well done, Travelling Bard. A malingering scent. In times like these, it's best to be wary of strange smells. This one, however, emanates from a corner of the market square, and it's positively fragrant. Get your sachets here. Only the freshest and best herbs used. The crafty merchant's store was covered in various aromatics, and she holds a pouch filled with them in each hand as she hawks the wares. She notices me and extends one for me to try. Only the best, my lord. I don't know where this voice has come from. Only the best, my lord. Keep you right safe from Ballantine sweats, it will. I plucked the sachet from the proffered hand. It does seem like something that would keep the miasma away. I'll buy, but not for that price. So a stewardship and diplomacy challenge. Yeah, it's a bit even there, isn't it? A bit of an even spread. One couldn't hurt. What does protective sachet do? Stress loss, close family opinion and council opinion. or that won't save a soul. Now I think we'd be a bit paranoid about these Ballantine sweats. So we pay 125 anyway. I'll buy, but not for that price. So we'll either pay the same price, we'll pay a little bit less, about half less, or there's a third of a 33% chance she just loses opinion of us, which doesn't really matter anyway. I'll buy, but not for that price. And we got it for 65. What a bargainer I am. She grudgingly acquiesces. We've been invited, let's press pause before we lose it. We have been invited to Lord Sandor's feast. Greetings, Lord Kevan of Castamere. I hereby invite you to a feast at my castle in London. Together we shall enjoy the fruits of lordship. Why not? Let's join. There are dangers along the way. Yes, there are. Those dangers come from minor roads. The Blue Depths Forest. I think we need mercenary guards. We don't need captains because kind of plains, forest. Hire a forest guide. Yeah, there we go. That's taking it all the way down, or nearly all the way down. We will join Lord Sandor's feast. Then a mercenary captain's been hired as well. Feast, a fresh start. My acquaintance Lord Sandor has opened a banquet in London. The time has come for us to depart. The feast is in honour of Lord Titus, a truly remarkable human being who deserves additional reverence. I'm not too sure about that as a fact. I'm wondering if there could be any opportunities here. I can't wait. What would a murder plot do? 58%. I don't know whether that's influenced. Cancel that. I'm not going to go ahead. I don't know whether it'd be influenced by us being at the same court, enjoying a feast. There he goes, nimbly across the landscape. The servants run across the hall, bringing the final decorations. Some of the guests are yet to arrive, and I indulge myself with a delicious drink by the fire. I cannot wait for that bastard to make a fool of himself. Which one are we talking about? I hope we're talking about Lord Titus and not Lord Sandor. It's got to be, hasn't he? Well, I wonder if he will make a fool of himself. We have a lovely time ahead. The honorary guest. Lord Harris, Lord Sumner, Lord Sandor. I mean, there's a huge guest list. That stays exactly the same, so it doesn't look like that would make too much of a difference. The Hunters' Lodges have been completed in Castamere. Just press pause a second. Is there anything else? What if we built some hospices here as well? A trade port. See, that helps with our development growth. I feel that we'd have a trade port. We want to rival Lannisters, don't we? So we will construct a trade port. And we can unlock a new stewardship. Yes. Honour to serve, powerful vassal. So we're going down the administrator route. What does the administrator perk give us? Diplomacy, stewardship, plague resistance. Well, let's finish this off. We are closer to that tree being completed. So, powerful vassal councillor, tax contribution goes up, and a levy contribution. It's all good. We're up to 18.8 gold income per month. Positively rolling in it. A warm welcome. Every guest is gathered in the Great Hall and our gracious host, Lord Sander, has welcomed us all to the feast. I look forward to this. The bootlicker. Taisha tells a fantastic joke about feathers. A fantastic joke about feathers. I can't think of one. The rumours that have been circulating about Lord Alfred wanting to curry favour with the Lord Titus are confirmed as he hands him a gift. My dearest liege, it's so lovely to see you. Knowing that we'd meet here, I brought you this marvellous pelt as a token of my appreciation. God, he is a bootlicker. Lord Titus grins as he studies the animal hide. Seeing how happy he is from receiving a gift, I realise I'm at risk of missing this opportunity to improve my standing with him as well. My liege, I have a gift for you as well. A stewardship challenge. No, see, we're not. We're ambitious and wrathful. Are we callous too? Impatient. I declare a toast to Lord Titus. The diplomacy challenge. That doesn't seem like the kind of thing we'd do. I mean, it's an intrigue challenge. We haven't got a high success, but I mean, we're not going to do that. That would give us a huge amount of stress because we're ambitious. I think, I want to risk it. I'm not actually bothered if Lord Titus loses opinion of us. We don't like him, and we don't like Lord Alfred. I don't now, anyway. When do we find out what happened? I have exposed Aymane's relationship with Roland. A loud crash resounds through the Great Hall as one of the doors to the service quarters break. In a barely clothed tumble, my acquaintance Roland and my acquaintance Aymane spill out on the floor in front of everyone. To imagine they had such a secret. Oh, I don't see why that should have been a secret. 2 consenting adults. The dilemma. The feast is dwindling down and I find myself deep in conversation with my austere acquaintance, Jenya. She inquires about my opinion on court politics, a subject she is deeply interested in herself. She's a wandering, low-born Riverlander. It's a subject that fascinates me as well. Court politics. I could not care less. I don't think he would care less. Sorry, Jenya. Yeah. It's like, who are you? Why are you even there? Lowborn. A pleasing atmosphere. Is there anything more jovial than a good feast? Guests throng to and fro, eating and chatting while flickering torchlight plays off every wall, light bouncing like laughter around the hall. A solid banquet is one of the few environments where you rarely have to wait for anything. Want food? It's there. Need a drink? They'll pour you one. Fancy a chat? Good company is everywhere. Bliss. Sometimes it's nice to sit back, to simply enjoy the little things in life. This is where I want to be. We lose stress. We haven't got any stress. Every guest with at least one trait in common gets 20 opinion if we say good folk to mingle with here. It's a chance to be seen with the great and the good, and I think that's what the ambitious person would do. A toast to Lord Titus. It's a decent speech, if a bit long-winded, but that's usually how these things go. The assembled guests chap and whoop politely when it finishes. Whoop? They whoop? Some more enthusiastically than others. Yes, would we be enthusiastically whooping Here. No immediate effects. I never much liked Titus, to be honest. Yeah, we don't like Titus at all. Time to go. I thought something may have cropped up here with an opportunity to slip something nasty into Titus's drink, but maybe I needed to be a bit more proactive there. Daylight pours through the windows, and in just one moment the whole hall becomes illuminated. Most of the seats are now empty. Some servants hand me my weapons and take their leave with a cheery bow. What a pleasure it was to have you with us, Lord Sander smiles at me. Now it is time to wash off the traces of merriment and wine. I'm a messy eater. And once more resume my duties as the Lord of the Realm. But now I shall depart. Feast is concluded. We got a few opinion improvements, some prestige. Yes, finished the feast. And we're paused, so we are heading back. On the way back, by the looks of it, a foreign treat. It's not the first time I catch my Admiral Corso fiddling around with some flowers he's been picking along the road. Sometimes I swear I even hear him sighing, overlooking 7 Points Holding. My liege, he says, it's not a secret that my heart has found a new home far from home. Alas, my soul aches for Perina. My desires know no end. Her eyes, her hair. I long for just a salute. I'd die for a word. Please, I beg you, let me stay with her. So I'm guessing my Admiral wants to join my court. Who might interfere in high matters? Oh, sorry, Corso joins Lord Daven's court. That makes more sense. He gains opinion of us. I mean, who are we to stand in the way of true love? It's not high on our priorities, is it? You're coming home with me. You're coming home with me. So I'm not sure I've got the inflection on the right bit there, but no, you know. We have no time for such juvenile infatuations. Oh, there we go. Why doesn't Perina come with us? She's a traveller, a logistician. She's a bit paranoid. She's got to be happy. Yeah, they come with us. At long last, I am finally home. Oh, we visited the mines of Castamere and gained 100 stewardship lifestyle experience. I guess it's in our realm, so we couldn't help but visit it. At long last, I am finally home. There is nothing better than arriving back in Castamere after a long journey. I look forward to resting for some time, but the call of the road beckons ever onwards. My entourage reports that we have journeyed for 159 days and traversed 17 baronies. Thank the 7 who are one, I can go inside again. That was a heck of a journey. A heck of a journey. Doesn't look that far. Okay, so look, the plague has seemed to have cleared up. I'm thinking that this could be an opportunity. 3,000 soldiers and 3,500 soldiers. We have 6,200. With another 3,000 there. 47,000 if they show up. And I'm interested to know whether Titus would help us. He's impatient. So if it goes badly, if Titus doesn't join us, if the Reach don't send their men in a timely fashion, and we end up it just being us and Lord Flement. Well, we've got nobody to blame but ourselves because we impatiently went to war, which is what we're going to do. The Golden Tooth. We're going to declare war. We are going to take... Oh, which one was it? The Lordship of Broadhollow. Because we are only High Lordship of Castamere, which... Yeah. If we gave him the whole of the Golden Tooth, he'd become an independent ruler, so we want him under our rule. So he's not going to get the Golden Tooth, he's going to go for the Lordship of Broadhollow. We'll declare the war. We can call... Who can we call? Yes, okay, so we can't call Titus, that makes sense. Fair enough. We will call you in, because I think you will accept and you're fairly close. And we will call in the Reach and see what they do this time. I mean, I think they will accept, but will they appear in a timely fashion? Let's move our point up to... Well, why not move it to... Oh, I thought we were in Castamere, but that will do. Closer to where our ally is going to come. Presumably he needs to sail to us. So yeah, oh, he's my uncle. Greetings, nephew. Of course, I'll join you. Excellent. And the Reach has also joined us. Let's pause a second. So currently we do have a big advantage. Who else is in on the war? Where's his ally? May have to zoom out. Oh, they're right over there. Right. Opportunities. Let's see if we can break his army early. He's heading this way. They move pretty quick, don't they? I imagine he's heading that way. I mean, he's even heading even further west. Where are we going to catch him? He's going for Castamere by the looks of it. I mean, we've got the numerical advantage, but he's putting up a really good fight. But I think numbers are going to win the day. I imagine. Oh, 9,000 have arrived. This is like last time. Yeah, look, we lost 1,300 levies to their 140. Oh, no, sorry, not levies. 867 levies. Yeah, we did take a bit of a beating there. Oh, here comes another 28,000. Okay, well at least they've shown up in numbers this time. Let's hope we can get this war won rather quickly. Here we go. My lord, a letter marked with the seal of House Targaryen has arrived from King's Landing. Ravens spread grievous tidings all across the realm. The messenger gives a quick bow and hands me the letter to peruse. King Aegon died of old age. May he repose in peace. According to laws of inheritance, Aerys Targaryen has been proclaimed the rightful successor to the seven kingdoms of the Iron Throne. While some mourn the passing of his grace, word has it Some have begun to voice their discontent away from the public eye. Before resuming my tasks, I wonder for a brief moment, what shall his rule bring? Only time will tell. So we have a new king. King Aegon is dead. Long live King Ares. Will we be saying long live King Ares for the rest of our reign? We are not actually besieging anything. Lots of cities. I mean, there are more armies down here, which I think it's going to be worthwhile cutting these off. They are going to... Yeah, so hopefully this could be quite a decisive battle. We could maybe all in one go wipe them out. No, they are going to escape. They're retreating. Oh, we lost somebody. Oh, Corso succumbed to fatal apoplexy. Sounds nasty. So we need a new admiral. Either marshal or stewardship. Well, it's 11 or 11. It's Dunstan. Our courtier and friend. That sounds about right. We'd appoint a friend. Okay, so do we pursue? Or do we get on with? I'm going to pursue their armies. Let's see if we can get some of these. If we go after these, we might capture their war leader, perhaps. We're going to lose men if we keep going any further. Okay, we will keep an eye on those lads. Oh, no, well, yeah, okay, you can fight the wars. There we go. That's exactly what I hoped was going to happen when I went chasing after him. So the enemy war leader has been captured. Yeah, I don't think there's any point in prolonging the war. It doesn't even look like we could ransom him anyway, so we will use him to force a peace and enforce our demands. So be it. Greetings, Lord Kevan of Castamere. Your low character is a subject of mummer shows. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. And we get a favour hook as well on Lord Roland. So be it. So Broad Hollow is now in our realm with Lord Roland, who is my player heir and son. Well, I think that was pretty successful and a good way for Kevan to start flexing his muscles and show the rest of the Westerlands that he might be somebody to challenge the Lannisters. We can close there. Yes, okay, some accolades lack successors. Both of them, I presume. Nope. It's okay, so none of so we could send for worthy accolades. Call for an eligible captain to record. This accolade already has potential successor. He doesn't serve as a captain. That's why he can't be a successor. I mean, he's not that good. Oh, so then it won't let us do that until he's not there then, by the looks of it. Whoops. Okay, no worries. I think we will not worry about that one too much. What are our councillors currently working on? Yeah, controlling Castamere is down slightly. So let's send our marshal just to, yeah, it's not going to take long, 60 odd days. 3 months and we could have another war against the crag. Okay. I'm guessing that it would break the alliance. Yeah, okay. Could take some lordships. Yeah, I mean, they are just lordships that we would take anyway if we went directly to those lords. What about... We could join a Liberty faction. They want lower crown authority. No. Yeah, there's not really any factions there, are they? That we could join. I think we just need to build up our holdings. We'd have almost 6,000, well, 5,800 levies and 500 men at arms. It's a long way off the 25,000 that they have, but over time we might get there, and we will keep an eye out for other opportunities. Has anything changed? Titus is still alive. His health is now poor. Tywin is fine, so Cersei is still in line to be the daughter of the new Lord of the Westerlands, if that comes to pass. Okay, so yeah, after a few weeks off, we're back into it, and we will start recording a few more videos and get these out again a bit more regularly. Thanks for joining me. I will draw it to a close here. Because I think we're going to perhaps get another war, and it's not guaranteed to end as quickly as that one just did against the Golden Tooth. So yeah, we'll draw it to a close. Please like, subscribe, drop a comment if there's anything that you saw that I missed. If you've got any tips for any strategies or against the Lannisters up your sleeve that you think we could take advantage of. Maybe there's advantages to, you know, in the wider realm, really. I mean, we could potentially abandon the Westerlands altogether and maybe reap some vengeance on these pirates and reavers and ravagers that yes, make their way down our shores quite regularly. Although I imagine there happened to be a siege there. There's 18,000 men. I wonder if we attacked. Oh, so okay. So if we did have, well, a casus belli other than for artifacts, it doesn't look like the whole of the Iron Throne would support him. Something to think about, perhaps. And then maybe we can build our base here and on the mainland to attack the Lannisters. Interesting. That could be something we could look at. Something that Kevan probably, with his ambitious, wrathful, and impatient personality, could get behind. But yes, like I say, yeah, like, subscribe, send any comments. Yeah, give me a thumbs down if you really didn't like this. But please say why and what I could do to improve. That would be good. And we'll see you again soon. In the meantime, look after yourselves and cheers.